Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. All right, we have one viewer. Welcome to the one viewer. Don't worry, you don't have to say hi if you don't want to. You're welcome to lurk. All right, we got some shaders to fix. Oops. Get my keyboard in the right place. Oh, I almost didn't start the stream on time, but I did. I got there. Oh, you know what? I could post a thing on the Fediverse, another thing on the Fediverse, so that people actually show up. Let's see. Now live. Can I finish the shader? Ooh. Can I finish the shaders today? And then I've got to send a link, which I have to type manually on my phone from what's on the screen. Hey, 2 viewers. I'm sorry to be providing you with such unexciting content while I look down at my phone and manually type in this YouTube URL. /live/ Oh, why does it have to be such a long URL? Why can't it be memorable? Why can't it have my name in it or something? Okay. I better test I've got this right before I send this. Come on. Oh, yeah. The selection thing doesn't work in here. Okay, let's open that in Firefox. See what it does. It does the right thing! Yay! Okay. Okay, let's get rid of that. Cool. Now all my followers know I'm live. Well, they will do if they're looking. All right, so today is hopefully the last day that I have to think about these shaders. Wow. The last day that I have to think about the rotation animations on these shaders. You might be able to see from what's on the screen, I have been able to get the faces kind of working. Each tile has each tile animates the color that's moving out and the color that's moving in, but you don't always get, in fact you almost never get anything else in between the two. There is one exception. There's a tiny little bit of the central facelet that protrudes into the edge facelets. And if you look really carefully, you can see it's not the right color at the moment. Ooh, it's suddenly reversed. Okay, now it's gonna... Oh, I thought it had gone into a different pattern. Anyway, never mind. Yes, so that's good. Oh, my cursor shows up there, but it doesn't show up there, unless... Yeah, no. I can't point at things with my cursor. Only in this window, not in that one. Okay, never mind. You can figure out what I'm pointing at. So, right. Next step is to get the other bits. Well, I could make that center tile the right color, but I think I would rather spend the time getting the other tiles rendering, so there's no big black voids as it twists. But they won't be the right color for now. Same as the center one. Something else that's fun. No, not that one. Here we go. So, is that the one? Ooh. Ooh, it's recompiling. Oh yes, of course, I remember now. Right, so this thing is now much improved. The CLI stops randomly crashing, so that's good. But also, now, am I actually connected? I'm connected. Check out this cool new feature. Oh. No, that didn't work. What? Huh. There I was telling you how much how much better it works now. 9876. Have I got multiple ones of these running? Yes. Okay, why is that? That shouldn't be the case. I've got those two running. Oh, is there another one? Wait, one of them's running as my other user. Okay. Ah! Which I'm not allowed to... Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, I can't fix that. No, I do need to fix that. Okay, hang on. Where's my technical difficulties window? That one. No, not that one. That one. Boop. I'll be right back. Right, hang on. I need to go fix this, and I'll be back in a second. All right, fixed. And now you can see, this is really cool. Look, the prompt at the bottom of the screen. It stays there, even as this text is being updated. Isn't that wonderful? That's a cool new feature. Anyway, the thing I really wanted to show you is calibration mode. So because it's possible for the facelets to be incorrectly oriented, I need a guide to know which way they're currently oriented. And that's what this mode is. So, wow, it's really not very good It's not easy to see on the stream when it's moving, but yeah, so the arrows should always point towards the center of the cube. So this lets me rotate them all. There's another command to rotate them. I think it's called rot. Yes, rot. But I've already set that up, so there's no need to use that command. So let's get rid of that for now. And, oh, no, you know what, actually. I'll turn calibration mode off. Okay. So. Oh. See if this is important. It's probably not. Ah. Okay. So, twisty. What do we need to do next? So here is all the code that renders the tiles. So when we have when we are rendering a transition for an edge, why have I put it in there? If not is center, if is edge. Those things are is edge. If is edge is true, then not is center is guaranteed to be true. So I'm not quite sure why I put that in there. I'll put that there. That should be the same, I think. Oh, the order is different, but I don't think the order will matter. Boop. Yeah, that still works fine. So, if I can get the edge, I'm rendering an edge, if I can get that to also render the corner, this depends. To be able to do this, I need to know which way it's rotating. That's fine. Yeah, center base color. I'm also going to want to know the corner base color, and then similar to that, just keep them all in a sensible order. Oops. I want to calculate the corner coordinates, then render tile corner coord, and corner base, and then the rotation. Oh, the rotation is important, isn't it? Corner rotation should be a unit. Let's make it 0 for now. So the corner coordinates will be, how do I calculate those coordinates? Yeah, just realized it's in a kind of silly order, isn't it? Just going to put a note here to explain why that is. There we go. So to calculate where the corner is, it's going to be If we imagine, oh, which one of those is the default orientation? Up one? So the corner is always going to be the one with a y value that is +1 or -1, and the x value is the same, I think. So, oh. Corner coordinate is current coordinate. Translate by get rid of that. Oh, what's R? R is 1. Ah, okay. Yeah, fine. I think I just want x to be one and y to be 0. What does this do? Let me see what this looks like. Ah, no, that's okay. Well, so that's always facing up. So I do need to introduce the rotation. But also it's going the wrong way anyway. So I want to do it in y by -1. So this, some of these might look correct. No, okay. That is in the right place, but it's not rotating properly. So I suppose I want oh, this is hard to visualize. I want same as that, but instead of going down by 1, yeah, so it's R2. I want to go in y by 1. No, I think I'm about to get this wildly wrong. Yeah. I need to rotate about the center. Is it the same as the center coordinates, but then +1, +1? Yeah. Can I just do that? Yes. But it's only going to work for that one tile. Okay. So I need to rotate that by by the right amount for the current thing. So that one tile there actually is rendering completely correctly, except for the color. That's progress. Is that the best way of doing that though? Because I'm gonna need to rotate that according to, yeah, if I just do that, and then just add R2 there, the last coordinate is going to be incorrect, but this might, nope, now they're all wrong. Okay, but that's probably because it needs to be a different number. Ooh, well that's incorrect. 1, 1, 1. Is it an order of operations thing? Or operand? SF rot. 1 U is SF rot? Okay. Ooh. Okay, that works for 2 of them. Again, wrong color, but that's fine. Why doesn't it work for the other 2? What am I doing wrong? Tell you what, this one should be really easy. Let me do this one instead. Get an easy win. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wait, yeah, let's do 1, -1 there, 1, -1. And then that tile edge, it's going to be FL chord 2 plus R1. Actually, I don't need those, do I? Oh, but I do still need to... No, I do still need to rotate all these. Need to rotate them by... Call it edge rot equals rotate A. No, that's not enough. Okay, this is also going to be wrong. Corner rotation. Let's just make that 0 for now. So that's going to be wrong. That's very wrong. Vector size mismatch on line 134. That one. Okay. So I'm sure the edge is going to be wrong. No, the center. Yep. It should be similar to this, right? Except, well, yeah, that one should be actually almost identical to that one. Well, edge. See if this looks better. This might render one of the edges. No. Huh. It's supposed to be rendering the edge pieces inside that center tile, but it's not. It's not doing that. And that is because... Why is that? Why is that? Because I'm using FL coord instead of FL coord 2. Is that it? No. Nope. Okay. Why is that happening there? It's not that one, is it? Oh, wait a minute. I know what's going wrong here. I want to be rendering this only if this is the center tile. Whoops. That's what's going wrong there. Okay, so this now is going to also not render anything in there. Fine. Oh, because I commented everything out. Okay, is that one correct? Is that at all correct? Kinda, but it went the wrong way. Okay, so why is it going the wrong way? How? Why? What? How? Okay, that is... What? Let's try this one. I'm more confident that one's correct. It's rotating about its own center. Yes. Ah, right. Do the rotation after the translation. Oops. Syntax error. Oh, yeah. Aha! There we go. What next? What next? Yeah, let me get rid of this. So call that two, three, four. That plus an extra close bracket there, edge chord 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now the center tile should also render the edges around it. And it does! In the wrong color, of course. But it does render them. Fine. Which one is red? It's 1. Okay. So if I put that also in there, nice. So the edges and some of the corners have nice smooth motion. Oh yeah. Oh yes. That's pretty cool. Okay. So now for rendering the yeah, why am I only getting half of the corners? That's the next curiosity, isn't it? Only getting half of the corners. If I turn calibration mode on, I should see. Yeah, okay. Those corners are pointing the right way, so that's good. Oh no, they're not actually. Ah, that might be part of the problem. They're pointing in the wrong direction. Okay. Oh no, one of them was pointing in the right direction. Ooh, wait a minute. Only one of them was pointing in the right direction. So... that? No, surely not. No. No, all four of them go black. Okay. Had one. Nope. One U. Is this going to be correct for any of them? No. That's correct for none of them. Okay. Two. Well, like when I get to three, it's going to be the same problem as before. Yeah. Okay. Where two of them work, but one of them only by coincidence. Oh no, that's all four of them. Oh my god, that's all four of them working. Ah. Connect. Calibration on. Okay. Well, they're all pointing in the same direction. That's weird. They're all pointing in the same direction. Right. No, I know why. I know why. Oops. They're all pointing in the same direction. Failed send a client. Client disconnected. Yes, the client is disconnected. Ah! Stop it. Okay. So... Why is it? I suppose for now it doesn't matter because they're all symmetrical. But it will matter soon. Okay. edges, we've got corners, we've got the center. So let's have, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. There. So let's now do corners. The center never protrudes into the corner. But I do have an edge that does. Let's call this the edge chord. Edge base. Edge rotation. That identifier. Because it's R2. Okay, what does that look like? Does not work. Okay. Because I only want one of these to be 1. Yeah. I think. Nope. That moves down by 1. Is that right? Nope. There's something there. It's definitely not in the right place. Still not in the right place. Still not in the right place. Even fiddling with the right number here. Nope. Maybe I need to wait. Go that way. Nope. That way. Nope. FL chord. FL chord 1. Right, FL chord 1 and FL chord 2 are, yeah, the original and the new one. Wow. So for the corner one, yeah, it's essentially going to be halfway between those two, right? So how do I calculate those two? You know what? Just realised I forgot something. Wow. Ooh, there we go. You can actually see my face now. Hi, Daphne. How are you doing? Okay. I'm going to temporarily not render the edges at all. See if this improves things. Good. Cool. So what I need to do is render a corner, render tile. No, this one should be render tile edge, I think. Trying to do the impossible. Okay, so that's an edge. So I want to do what happens when I'm calculating the edge, right? So I want to do that. Make two monodes work together that do not work together because one of them does not implement the right type class. Ah, right. So is that the code I want? I think that's the code that I want. So then I want to use that. Rot. Yeah, not R2. Translate. But then don't translate back. Wait, is that correct? What does that look like? Do any of these corners render correctly? No. Okay. Wah. Chord times rot. Presumably that's not correct. Oh, it's less incorrect. But still incorrect. Ooh. Oh, it looks fun, but it's not the right thing. Ooh, we've got a bunch more viewers here. Perhaps I should let you all know what I'm actually doing. I have a cube. It's the cube. The cube in the preview is assembled from all of the bits in the image above it. And I'm trying to make a nice smooth animation on the face of each side of the cube anytime that there's a virtual twist in the cube. And it's going all sorts of wrong. Yay! Hello Jens. Looking forward to seeing you at EMF. Cool. Okay, so that translation is incorrect. I think because what I want to do is not do that initial translation. I just want to do the final one. Is that right? No. Nope, because that hasn't rendered any of them. Or maybe it has, but not the ones I'm interested in. Yes, I think I see a tiny little bit of it's going the wrong way. Which means that... Oh, wait. Do I want this to be... Not that. That's almost correct. What if that's -1? No, because that's in... No, I want to be moving in... Ooh, okay. No, that's more wrong. I think maybe I want that one to be 1? Nope, that's once again differently wrong. -1? Nope. No, that is in the right place, but it's not. Let me be a little bit more methodical about this. If I want to render if it is an edge, which one is the one that I render base, previous base? So base color, so that's the one. I mean, it shouldn't matter too much, should it? A2. Right, yeah, that's just the one that goes the other way. That's a corner. Oh, I'm rotating by A2. Do I mean to rotate by A? That might be part of the problem. Nope. Nope. Oh, it's rotating in place again. That's not what I mean for it to do. Right. Yeah. So I think I do want that. I do want that again. I think. Ooh. Okay, yes, but that's starting in the wrong place. Nope, that's definitely wrong as well. Okay, I have FL coord 1. Oh, you know what? Why don't I use is it going to be easier just to do FL coord 1, and then add on no. Is that felt called one? That's the one that includes the rotation. Yeah. So if I take those coordinates, subtract 1 from x or y, then do the rotation again. Oops. Will that get me the thing that I want? I'll just use that. I don't need to multiply by rotation there. Is that going to be an easier way of getting it? Ooh, almost. Oh, but why does it slide upwards like that? That's weird. Ooh. That's because the rotation that I'm doing is not the right rotation. I want to rotate by not like that. So is this the one where I actually want to remove the initial translation? No. Ooh. That's done something though. Ugh. Let's take that. Yeah. And that. Like that 3. A 3, which is going to be Oh, well, it's going to be A or A2. Those are the only options. It's going to be something like that. What does that look like? That looks like I'm rendering the incoming one twice. Yeah, okay. Fine. So instead of doing that, I'll make one of these a 0. Is that right? Nope. Oh. Wait. That should be what? Rot 3. Okay, let's put that back to that. So I have R. Rotate A. Generates rot 3, which I use to transform the FL coordinates into FL coord 3. What does that look like? No, still wrong. Okay, but it's wrong in a different way, which is good. I think I want to do that. Maybe. No, still wrong. Different way. Maybe. Oops. 1 to 0. No. One, 0. Yeah, 1, 0 should be correct. I think. If it's an edge, R becomes 1, 0. Rotated by the right amount. Translate to where I'm going to do the rotation. Do the rotation. Translate back. Yeah. Translate. Rotate. Translate back. But then, additionally, is this a step that I'm missing? I need to translate across I need to translate to translate away, rotate, translate back, and then also translate again. That's the step that I'm missing, right? What does this look like? Ooh. Ooh. Yes. Okay. That's correct. Yeah. Right. but that translation itself needs to rotate. But it's the same translation. So do I just translate twice? That distance? So that works for that one, but not for any of the others. That's because I need to translate I have another one called R2. Let's translate by R2.x, R2.y. Okay, that was wrong for all of those. What if that's -1? Nope. What if that's a 1? This stream has turned into Lex tries random numbers until one of them works. Oh, right. That's kind of working. That's kind of working for top left and bottom right. Okay. Yeah. So why is it not working for the others? Oh, you know what? I'm tempted to turn on all of the additional rendering on the edges again, just to see what this looks like. This might look really good. Ooh, it's so close to being correct. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. It's just those other two corners that are missing. You know what? I bet if I turn this on, it looks much worse. Yeah. There's so many things pointing in the wrong directions. Oh, everything's pointing in the wrong direction. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Okay. So, for the corners, I'm rendering one edge. What do the arrows mean? Oh, that is a very good question. Yes, I shall explain. So, if I turn on calibration mode, I get to see all these arrows. Because, so in Cube version 1, which you can see a photo of down there, since there's only one pixel per facelet, it's impossible for that pixel to be rotated incorrectly, because it's only one pixel. You wouldn't notice if it wasn't rotated correctly. But because I've now got, well, because in version 2 there will be an LED matrix for each tile, for each facelet, that means it's possible for the orientation of the image to be incorrect, because as you can see from these animations, they have a certain orientation, and if that orientation was wrong, the animation wouldn't look right. So, when I'm setting up the cube in the field, I will, excuse me, I will need some way to know that I've oriented all the tiles correctly. So what I can do is, what's the command called? I can rotate an individual facelet. So for example, is it the front face? Yeah, 1, 0. So if I run that command, you will see one of the arrows is rotating. Yeah. So basically I turn this on, I rotate each facelet until all of the arrows are pointing towards the center, and then I know everything is oriented correctly. It also draws an arrow on the center tile. I'm not quite sure what I should be doing with the center tile, because I do need it. Do I need it to be oriented? Yeah, I do need the center tile to be oriented correctly. But which direction should it point in? I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll figure that out later. Right, turn that off. And then... So, yes, what was I doing? Oh, yeah, that's broken. Okay. So... it can't be incorrect. So the center tile can be incorrect. ISO, whatever the word is. Yeah. Not quite. So, and you can kind of see the problem already on this one. So as the center tile rotates, you'll see that the 4 edge tiles around it protrude slightly into the space where the center tile is. And currently it is getting it wrong because I've just set all of the colors to red. I haven't actually done the maths to figure out what the right color is. But yes, it does have an orientation because those other adjacent tiles spill into it a little bit. I could just not render those tiles in that space. I could probably get away with just not doing that. But someone will notice. And I'll know. Obviously, it's animating quite slowly at the moment. If it was animating a lot faster, it'd be a lot less obvious. Ooh, there is something weird going on in... Ooh, look at that. Ooh. No, that's very broken, isn't it? Okay, so what I had done that I thought was correct is actually not correct. Interesting. Those corners are going wild. Ooh. Oh, is it only... Ah, yeah, rotationally symmetric. Yes. Speaking of rotationally symmetric, I think there's a problem. I think what I've done only works if it's rotating clockwise, which is fun. I think what I need to do is make my my test device. Where's the test device? When I read from the test device, I think I'm gonna make it be forwards and backwards, because then I can see now in this view my almost working clockwise twist on that face, and presumably there's going to be a horrendously broken counterclockwise twist. Yes, okay. Ah. This is my fault for doing this the hard way. Because I could just render a cube 45 times. But I don't want to render the entire cube 45 times. I want to render exactly the set of tiles that are required for each facelet. No, exactly the facelets that are required for each tile. which is why I'm doing all this. All this absolutely wild maths. Okay, so why doesn't it work when I'm rotating the other way? I think I need to... Wait, do the edge ones work correctly? The edges do seem to be mostly correct. Oh, no. The edge tiles are correct only for a clockwise rotation as well. For a counterclockwise rotation, they're not correct. Yes, I think I know why that is. Okay, so... nope. Need to be in... Oops, nope. This file, here we go. So, I need to... There's some things that I need to multiply by twister. So essentially where I've used... Ever I've used A, I need to also use A2. Or, instead, use A2, depending on, yeah, what it is I'm doing. I think it's probably more important to figure out why those other two corners aren't rendered correctly. Okay, so... is this because... I'm... so that corner, I render that edge, and that's correct. And that corner, I try to render the same edge, and it doesn't work. Why? Is it an orientation thing? Let's see what direction that thing is facing in. So it is pointing in the wrong direction, actually. So that might be a part of the problem. They're all facing in the same direction. But that should be easy to fix later on. I feel like one of these is going to be incorrect. Okay, so this... I've commented out that. I know that's almost correct. To get that one right, R2, I ended up with minus SF rot plus 3. I don't suppose that's going to be... a similar kind of thing, is it? No, now they're all wrong. Ah! Unless... I just need that rotation to also have that. Ooh, no. Okay. Let's just try a different offset. that one. Not that one. Oops. Not that one. Okay. Ah. Wait a minute. Has that made the counterclockwise one work correctly though? For 2 of the corners, yes. Okay. I think I should fully separate all of these out. Instead of trying to be clever about how I'm rendering these. That's what a still face looks like. That's fine. What equals rotate A? Yeah. Okay. Let me do. I'm gonna remove the excess logic here. So instead of saying only if I'm not in the center, right, let's set fragment color to 0, 0, 0, 1. And then this can be plus equals. We only need and there's that one as well. Put that there and there. So that's the same. But then for the center, I only have rot. I don't have rot 2. So those go there. Okay, this should look pretty much the same. Nope. Oh no. Fill chord 2 undeclared. Right, yeah, okay. Of course. I don't need that anymore. And then I want all of that to be in here. All redefinition of R. Oh yeah. It is the same. Okay, so I can get rid of that. And then here's corner. R redefined. It is different this time though. Okay. Let's call it R3. And call this one R2. Rid of those. Well, no, they worked better when they were like that, didn't they? That might be correct. And if it's the center, now this one already worked correctly, I think. FL chord 2. Yeah, why am I using FL chord 2? Do I need to use FL chord 2? Could just use 1, I think. That might now look correct. Or at least look the same as what we had before. Ooh, okay, the center tile is wrong. And of course the reverse is still messed up. Okay, so I've broken the center tile, but nothing else. That's probably because actually we do need FL chord 2. How is FL chord 2 different? Rotate by rotate 2, which is different. Okay. I mean, I could do wait a minute. FL chord 2. Yeah. That should work, shouldn't it? Yeah, there we go. And use FL chord 2. Does that work? No. Oh wow, that's really wrong. Okay. Because it's the wrong R definition. I want the one for the edge. So let's make that R2. Like that. Nope. Oh no, I've completely broken this one. find them inside each one of these. Yeah, okay. Center is still very much incorrect. Do I use R2 anywhere? No, that's the one that I just defined, but I don't need anymore. Yeah, remove that. Okay. So take the facelet coordinates, rotate them, and that's the coordinates for this tile. That's correct. Then I want to add why don't I just use the base FL coordinates? Ah, yeah, there we go. That's what I needed to do. Okay. So, center tile works perfectly again. The edge tiles work in one direction but not the other. The corner tiles sometimes work in one direction but not in the other. Okay, fine. But also, now they're all totally separate rendering steps. So this is good. So now I can debug them one at a time. So for the corner, so that's the corner that is coming in or going out? Not sure. Definitely gonna have to duplicate a lot of code here as well. Once I figured out all the maths. It's not the center, it's the edge. So for the corner, FL coordinate 1. I think I'm gonna split this up. Corner 1, corner 2, and then edge. It should be as simple as figuring out a different different rotation matrix and coordinates. Yeah. Oh, why is there so many translations involved in this though? So that one Right, those two bits. Oh, okay. I understand now what I've done. I've made it hard for myself. That's what I've done. Yeah, because that rotation. I made it hard for myself for good reason, though. Well, not really. I think I prematurely optimized this code, and that's why it's hard. So I have somewhat unoptimized it. Yeah. So this last rotation, rot 3, should be, yeah, something. So that now looks the same as one of those, but with a different translation. R2. No, we've only got R. Right, so if I do this, that should be the same as... So this is not going to be correct, but it is going to be predictable. Yeah. So that's the same as the one that is going out of the shot. Fine. Let's make it the same as the one that's coming into the shot. Okay. But now I actually want it to be something else entirely, because rather than translating by, rather than going out to there, yeah, because this is an edge, I want it to go, okay, so this is going to look the same initially. So this should be the same as before. Twists, the corners get brighter, and then suddenly dimmer. Yep, that's correct. But it's not what I want anymore. It is... just as a silly test. No. Let me make this 0. Whoops. That should... it should look similar to this one, right? Which is 1, 0. That rotation there is going to be wrong, but that's fine. 1, 0. And then, what does the translation look like? These are all in a funny order as well. Minus r dot x, r dot y, r dot x minus r dot y. So that is the same. So this should be different. Yeah, sure is different. But it ends up in the same place as the other one. That's weird. That's not what I want. in this case, I want the edge. This is kind of janky. If I do that, it's going to be the opposite, right? Yeah. Ooh, it's very wrong. I want to move in x by -1 then. Ooh. Nope. Ah, so that's starting in the right place and then leaving. No, this one wants to be right. Do I want to subtract? No, that's because that's gonna be oriented incorrectly, very incorrectly if I do that. I feel like this should be simpler than it is. Is it supposed to be that? No. I feel like the more I think about this, the more likely I am to get it wrong. R2. You know what? Let's make it. Hang on. Let's make it a different color so that it's more obvious which one it is. What color is 3? Woohoo! It's green apparently. And shall we pretend that we are always halfway through the animation? Okay. So it's off by quite a lot. And in a different direction every time. It's also off by a strange amount. The one that works is the edge one, isn't it? Specifically the corner one. Well, it kind of works. But it also cheats. So I think I want... Okay, I can do that same transform there. But then also do... hang on. Let's just put an additional transformation here. And invert it here. That's definitely wrong. Just make that no rotation for now. No translation. Okay, right. So now it wants to be -1 in some axis, right? No. Okay, I might want to actually animate this again. Huh. So it's heading... Oh, it's really going wrong. Oh, I think I understand. I think I'm starting to understand now what I'm doing wrong. That translation. I want to skip that one. Is that right? Yes. It is right. But the direction this should go in is different depending on what exactly the twist is that we're doing. So some of those are correct. So maybe that one's actually not helping as well. So I'm going to do that. Nope. Yeah, because that just establishes the right rotation center, doesn't it? That's wrong, but in a way that I like. That one's correct. The other one's wrong. That -1 and that one 0. What's that look like? No, that's correct for 2 of them. And that's not correct for any of them. So I need to rotate that according to something. Yeah. Is it because I'm doing that when I shouldn't be? Is that the problem? Not really, no. Oh, I see, I see. Yeah. So that is why I need to do that. It needs to be minus that one. Same as the other one. No. Oh, they're in so many wrong places. I think I need to get the rotation of the actual cell. Why does the edge one disappear? Why do those corners disappear when I'm rotating the other way? I'm gonna have to multiply something by Rotder or something. Oh, nope. What's it called? Oh, you. Is it you? U underscore. Oh, twist. Yeah. Not Rotder. Is that going to fix the corners? Maybe. Nope. Okay. Okay, never mind that then. Do I just abandon this and write it the simple way that requires rendering all 45 tiles every time? The simpler way. No, I don't need to do that. Worst case scenario, I just need to render all 9 that are on the current face. No, it's still annoying to do though. It's still annoying to do. Alright, anyway, I need a quick break. So I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Where am I with these edges in the corner tiles? Not rendering correctly at all. Okay. It's going backwards, they're rendering not even consistently wrong. I think this is the problem. The maths to figure out where each one should be seems to be different on each corner. And it's not obvious to me why. Ooh. Okay, so that's correct for 3 of them in one of the directions. Oh, why only 3 of them? Why only 3 out of 4? It's offset by 1 entire tile width. That top left one. Why? I guess because the entire tile is offset. So what maths is going to tell me which one is correct for each corner? What am I doing wrong here? I think those corners might be correct only by coincidence. What if I just render both corners? Make this R3, corner base 2, this R3, corner chord 2, corner base 2, corner rotation 2. And then make this -1, -1. Huh, nope. Oh, no, because I need to add... Yeah, so it's probably that. Yep. And then the reverse. Nope, still wrong. So it must be that that one is minus and that one is plus. This might render all of the corners correctly as they move through all the edges. Yes, okay. So we're now even closer to being correct. So I could use the same technique, right? Find the center chords. But I think I don't need to do this. I think I can I think from the twist direction I can figure out which one I need to draw and only draw that one. Oh, but I do need to draw it in the right place. Yeah, okay. So, L chord. Where is R set? Oh, up the top there. Okay. So if I do that in the corner, corner 2, calculate the center chord. R is 1 minus 1. R is 1, 0. Yeah, that should be correct. And then I can do center chord. Yeah, that's to get to an edge. That's probably wrong, but never mind. Then I calculate the coordinates for that by just adding to the center coordinates. It does seem like a simple way of doing it, doesn't it? Center chord plus R2. Cannot convert. Oh, yeah, no, fine. How does this look? No corners, except once where there's a corner in the wrong place. Okay. So, interesting. Does that matter? Is that correct? Ooh! Ooh! Oh my god. That looked correct. Yes. Right. I've cracked it. Ah! Right, so I calculate center coordinates. And then just translate by that amount. Am I using rot 3 anywhere? No. Get rid of that. So I need those 5 again. This time that's R3. Edge quad 2, base 2, rotation 2. And that one's going to be R3. But this time that's going to be -1? Maybe? Is this going to look correct? Yeah, this looks good that way. Not that way though. Okay. Oh yeah, no, I know. I do want to go in the other axis by 1. So that's going to rotate. It's all going to look green. Click. Rotate back the other way. Nope. Okay. Because it's -1 in that direction. Zoop. And then back. Yeah, there we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's make these red. Red again. Okay. This animation might look correct. Yay! Oh my goodness. Oh, I made that so hard for myself. But it's actually correct. Well, it looks like it's correct. It's picking the wrong colors. It's probably pointing all sorts of things in the wrong directions. But it looks good. That looks correct. Oh my goodness. You know, I was expecting this to be a lot easier than it was. Perhaps it was optimistic to think that I would finish it in this stream. Oh, it looks really cool though. Okay, we now have one face spinning correctly. And nobody's watching. Just me. All right. Well. Okay, this is good progress. I think I'm going to leave the stream there. And yeah, finish this off another time. Thank you to those that were watching. I will see you sometime else.